All righty. So we are close to the A-Day game. What is something we need to look out for this Saturday? Coach, we'll start with you.
I mean, honestly, we know that we've seen some injuries happen, especially in the tight end room. Every available scholarship tight end is currently, out. Minus Jay Lindsay. I mean, not is it Jay Lindsay, right? Um, Look at what he brings to the table. Not necessarily complete as far as his development. Going into the second week of second scrimmage, he actually was the lead and targeted tight end. Up until that point, that was having to rotate in with first group, second group, and getting third team reps. Getting a lot of reps and having a lot of opportunities to develop. And now, we see I can't remember the young man's name. Walk on tight end that has now been called up to kind of start filling the void and being able to give a look. But I think overall, man, we look at this team, and I think the main thing to look for is the offensive line continuity. I know we're not going to be able to get a lot of live reps, but just how things are communicated, first step, quickness, and decisiveness, those are things you want to look for in spring practices or scrimmages. Not necessarily a guy dominating the other side defensive end or being able to pick up every rush, being able to make that first quick step in the right direction, seeing things late, early, if late pressure shows late, being able to dissect those things. I think that's the most important thing, even before the quarterback battle, even before understanding who your top three wide receivers, running backs, the offensive line, left tackle, left guard, right tackle position, I think needs to be solidified with the combination of guys. We have it. Let's find out who's going to be the best combination of five guys on that field.
Here we go. Richie Rich, what do you think, man?
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be another great day for everybody. If you're coming out to A Day, you get a treat, that sort of thing. I'm very interested to see. There's a name that we watched last year at A Day. He didn't get a ton of reps, but I like Daniel Hill a lot, the running back, and I'm very interested to see what he does because he was a freshman last year. He came in a little bit, but he was battling our guy that went to Michigan that transferred over there, and then he was battling Richard Young for time. But I'm very interested to see what Daniel Hill does because when I saw him in high school, I think if I'm not mistaken, he's from the Mississippi area. So I'm very interested to see what he brings to the table and also what Ryan Grubb has up his sleeve because the two of them were together at Washington and they I'm interested to see how they get that together. So that's about what I'm looking forward to seeing. And, hopefully they can build something for the first game against FSU and, moving forward. And it's definitely going to be interesting because everybody, before has said, oh, do you think Grubb has what it takes in the SEC? And I said, without a doubt, because if he can turn around Michael Penix Jr., it'll be interesting to see what he can do with our quarterback room this year and the running backs and things. So that's my take on it.
Nick, what do you think?
For me, it's who gets in where they fit in. Like we know after this moment, the portal happens for these kids. Honestly, I don't know because I'm not there, and y'all could correct me. I really don't think after this period there's going to be a lot of portal players, but names that we have not been hearing a lot during the spring, who steps up and make an impact towards the right direction. Not say there'll be an impact towards this season, but making the right direction to build quality reps for themselves and get in the conversation of this rotation that we got. Because I feel like this season, I thought we got a little bit of depth. I think we got a little bit of depth that's pretty daggone good, and it's gonna be guys that, like I said, we know hit the portal, but who gets in where they fit in? I want to see what does the Yanzi Pierre bring to the table? What does the Keon Kelly bring to the table after this time? A guy I haven't been hearing about much this offseason, Red Morgan. What does he contribute to this? The Draker Patrick, somebody that I've been hearing stepping up, doing good things. Those guys, the guys that we don't talk about as much, what do they bring to the table for this season?
Yeah. Well, and I keep thinking about like our offensive line and our running game. Yeah, because I noticed that Richard Young has been rocking and rolling this spring. He's been just rocking this season. Like I can't wait to see what he brings in 2025, especially against like Florida State, Wisconsin, Georgia, and when we play LSU and Tennessee.
Right.
That's going to be fun to watch him. And I'm really curious about our offensive line because like one of our returning offensive linemen who's a starter, Jaden Roberts, says he's 100% healthy this spring. Now, it's important to be healthy during the spring. I just want to make sure that he's healthy going into week 1 and going into fall camp in August. So that's the one to keep an eye on.
Well, you know, with this staff, this is what I'm liking. Like, I'm trying to say it in a way that during this time of the year, spring practices, it's not like that I mind injuries, but I kind of like the fact that those guys that we know that's going to get burned when the season comes, I kind of like that the fact that they are out right now because it gives the guys behind them quality reps to make, build status for themselves more. Like this all season, this spring we have been seeing a lot of guys behind those Keon Sabs and seeing Xavier Misses getting burned, seeing the Dijon Lees getting the burn, seeing those guys being a step up. So during this time, yes, I want them to be 100% healthy during this season. But right now, I really don't kind of mind it because it gives those guys time to step up and show what they got.
I kind of alluded to that on my show before I came on here. Just their innate ability to really rely on the process of development. And that's why Kalen DeBoer has had such success at each stop. It's not just because it's here at Alabama. He's done the same thing and made sure that he's had strength and conditioning staffs that support that mindset of let's get our players, as close to 100% as possible. It's already going to be a long season. Mm-hmm. It's always, every practice, every workout, especially during this time, you got guys really going through evaluation. So you got a year. Last year, you really couldn't afford it. It hurt Jaheim Otis having to miss as much time as he missed last year. It showed. Literally, you were not able to adjust to attacking the gaps in the interior on the defensive line, and you weren't being what this defense required. Other players, Caleb Odom had a hard time adjusting, but I think if he would have stuck around based off the evaluation from this year, you come into this season with a different growth path or progressive chart, or I guess you could say training targets that you want to see these players hit each practice. Yeah. And just based off what we're getting from reports and, my sources that I talk to, you got a lot of spots where you look and you're like, okay, we're going to be good there. We just got to figure out which one we're going to go with and how that meshes together with everything else. So it's a matter of just timing. And like you said, keeping the right guys available is by taking care of their bodies. And you got to do that. Keon Sabb, Deontay Lawson, Caden Proctor, Jaden Roberts not going 100% live, but he's out there at 100%. So you're limiting guys, your seniors, your juniors, redshirt juniors, you're limiting them and you're putting your sophomores, redshirt freshmen, you're giving them opportunities, and your true freshmen that are showcasing day one probability, they're getting a real chance now. They're running with other guys that are starters, 1A, 1B guys. So I like where we're at right now. You're absolutely right with our depth.
Yeah, and Mary J is commenting in the chat saying 100% agree. Let's get them healed for the season. I could not agree more.
My AAA family in the building.
There we go, AAA family.
Yes, sir. Pigskin Petey checking in on Twitter too, man.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, man.
Dude, my God, Pigskin. What's up, Petey?
Oh, man, I wonder who his team is.
So he's a Syracuse guy. He's a Q's guy.
Yeah, he just loves the SEC. And just
he's the one.
Well, note to self, see if he wants to do SC live show.
Always, that's the guy.
Or a Syracuse live show. Either one's good.